Alright, what's going on, guys? I got some more Bloons TD6 action for you today, and this time we're going to play Deflation mode in this game for the first time. And we're going to use a little trick to actually get the highest round in Deflation mode that we can. And let me just say, it's a pretty crazy round, so make sure to stick to the end to find out where I got to. But yeah, some things have actually changed from Deflation mode, from BTD5 to BTD6. So first of all, let me just start off with that. So the main difference is that you can actually win in Deflation mode now. So like, back in BTD5, Deflation was really just like a for fun mode if you were, say, bored of the main game mode or all the other game modes that there were. You could just play Deflation to pass the time. You don't really get a reward from it, at least not that I'm aware of. But in this game, you can see that the round ends at round 60, and you only start off with 20,000 cash instead of 50,000. So which means there is actually a reward for beating Deflation on every single map. Which is good, because like, otherwise I probably wouldn't be playing it. But yeah, with only $20,000 of cash, that does mean you cannot survive quite as long as you can in BTD5. So that's why the winning round is only at 60. But again, as I'm going to say, there are a couple of tricks to get a lot further than you can think with $20,000. And to start off, the trick to getting the highest round in Deflation at the moment is having more than $20,000, really. Using one of the new heroes, Open Greenfoot, one of his abilities. So in Deflation mode, you're not supposed to get cash of any kind. So once you're at 20,000, you're not allowed to have any more. So like, no farm income, no money from popping balloons, none of that. But apparently I think Ninja Kiwi missed a spot, because one of Open's abilities, which is the second one, he just drops down a wall of trees on the track, and when it takes in enough balloons, it just explodes into a bunch of bananas, which you can retrieve for cash. But yeah, it looks like Ninja Kiwi forgot that, and using that ability actually gives you money. So that's what we're going to do to get more than $20,000 cash today and get to a much further round than we could have if we only had 20,000. So yeah, I think with Deflation is it starts at around 30, and you also have to wait for Oben to get his ability. So you have to wait till level 10 to get it. And as you can see, we're not quite there yet. It actually takes quite a while for Oben to level up. I think on average, you should get him at around round 63. So just in time for those Hyper Clump Ceramics, you can drop that wall of trees down and then use it for cash. I'm not sure if placing less towers worth of money on the field before then will give Oben faster XP, in which case you can get his ability and start getting money sooner. Either way, it shouldn't make too big of a difference. So yes, you might kind of think we're abusing a bug in a sense to get the highest round, which is true, but let's just roll with it, alright? In fact, that's not the only bug that we're going to abuse, quote-unquote abuse, to get the highest round. There's also another bug, or something that Ninja Kiwi did not intend. And this one involves the Heli Pilot upgrade, more specifically the Apache and the Apache Prime. So some of you guys may not have this bug slash unintended feature. But basically, if you invest certain knowledge points into your military tree that help the heli pilots, and if you haven't updated the game, then you will notice that when you get an Apache combined with that monkey knowledge, it literally destroys every single balloon on the track with ease. So like, I'm talking the Apache is stronger than a freaking Temple of the Monkey God, at least tier 4 temple. It's probably about that strong, and then once you get the Apache Prime, that one's also broken, apparently, and it makes it basically one of the strongest towers in the game for only about $50,000. So also by far the most cost efficient if you wanna go that route for Deflation mode, which I am going to do. So yes, we are kind of using two unintended features Ninja Kiwi had to get to the highest round, but again, let's just roll with it. I'm not sure if the crate glitch also works on Deflation. I'm pretty sure you can, in which case you could probably get to like round 300 plus, honestly. But I think that's crossing the line a little bit too much. I mean, $6 million on Deflation mode. yeah, we might as well not even call it deflation mode at that point, just call it normal mode. But you could say the same with what I'm doing here, but the thing is, Oben's ability, it takes quite a while to rack up cash if he's your only main source of income, because I'm pretty sure every other source of income, Ninja Kiwi disabled. So like, Alchemist, Lead to Gold, Rubber to Gold, I don't think any of those work. Neither does Merchantman, I don't think. I haven't tested that, but I'm pretty sure Ninja Kiwi has got that covered. It's really only Oben that they oversaw. Anyways, as you can see right now, it is past round 63, and I am starting to collect money from Oben's ability. So it gives me about like a little over $3,500 when it's full. And if it's not full, then I can just activate the ability again, and then it'll give me whatever amount it's collected in the trees. But yeah, I think the cooldown for Oben is about a minute, so we're basically earning about $3,000 every minute or so of game time. Sometimes a little bit longer, because of course it does take time for the trees to fill up. I also have to make sure like the mob class balloons have to get popped into like ceramics or below before they actually get to the tree, otherwise they'll just go right over and I won't get any, or rather the trees won't collect the balloon money. So that's kind of why I put Oben in this like spot over here. So like the cubism map, I think it's probably best if I put it like smack dab in the middle, that way its range is only within that triangle. So it'll place its tree somewhere in that triangle, put it in a consistent spot so that I know how quickly I need to pop the balloons and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, since basically the money we're earning is like kind of time based, the more you stall the rounds, the better basically. So that basically means putting all my mole popping power, or balloon popping power for that fact, like basically as far behind in the track as possible, because I don't want to put all my towers like at the very front of the track, and they'll just kill all the balloons and then they won't give me any money from Oben. That's why helipilots are good. Like, even if Apache and Apache Prime weren't that OP, or at least as broken as they were in my version of the game, they still would be pretty useful in like a challenge like this. You can choose when you want to pop like the BFBs into Moabs and the Moabs into ceramics. But yeah, if you fast forward just a little bit here, I do have enough for an Apache now, but again, I am not putting it at the very front of the track yet, because obviously since it's broken and it like takes down a BFB in 1 second, I don't want it to eat up all of my balloon popping power again, because I still have to save up for an Apache Prime, and even more than that, because like basically my plan for this is to first get up an Apache Prime, and then get as many Apaches as possible really, and then a couple support towers, so like maybe the Kylie boomerangs to knock the BFBs back. That'll stall the round a little bit more. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could put like a glue gunner, like a 5th tier very bottom side glue gunner, the one that immobilizes like ZOMGs infinitely. Like, I could do that in order to give like Oben as much time to reload its ability off cooldown. But I didn't want to go too hardcore here, because I'm pretty sure nobody's actually attempted to go this far. I know some people have made it pretty far using like just Oben's ability. So shout out to Jessica's Whale, because I think that's where I first heard the Oben exploits on this game mode. Although I figured if I combine this with the Apache Prime, I could get way further than anybody else has who knows about this unintended feature. So yeah, just gonna skip forward a little bit more. Now we're on like round 116, and if you're probably paying close attention, you probably might have noticed my towers shifted like a very tiny bit compared to like 30 rounds ago. That's because I actually started a new deflation game using this bug, because I accidentally died somewhere around like round 110, my first attempt, which I recorded there, and I died because I was being a little careless, wasn't really paying attention to the screen, and then and then purple balloons ended up like running right past my defense. So I had to try again, this time being more careful, getting up, well, on the verge of getting up another Apache to help me out, because as broken as the Apache Prime is, balloons can still get past it, like even on a round like this, if you don't place it properly. Because again, I'm still at the point where I need to use Oben's ability to get cash. So like there were some points where I got lazy and just like left the Apache Prime at the front of the track just to demolish all the balloons, leaving my wall of trees to not give me any money. not absorb any balloons. But yeah, maybe next time I could try this again. Maybe only using Oben's ability exploits and not the Apache Prime. Maybe see how far I can go. I think the record for that was like around 100 or so. So I might give that a shot, considering like right now Apache Primes are basically 100 times stronger than they should be. Because as you can see, like there's no way a $50,000 can take down all these fortified blimps within like mere seconds. Yeah, it's just too much. Like it's even taking down all the ceramics as well. So I just kind of go to show you how broken it is. And I also got a spike factory back, just in case like balloons get a little too far and I like forget to micro my Apache or something like that. And then I got that for insurance. But yeah, as for how I would do this if I weren't to use the Apache exploit, then probably the way to go is just like Super Monkey spam, you know. Super Monkey spam plus like Sabotage, some Kylie Boomerangs, just to extend the rounds as long as possible. I don't know, if you want to see me try it, assuming they'll patch Oben's ability in the next update, then I can try that. But yeah, until then, this is basically the record for Deflation mode, as far as I'm concerned, and it will probably never be broken ever again in the history of Bloons, considering they're probably going to patch both of these bugs by like the next couple weeks or so. But yeah, fast forwarding again to around 150. Again, not much has changed. Just continue to spam more Apaches, really. Money is really hard to come by, I might add, even with Oben's ability. Because we're kind of at the point where like the blimps are strong enough to get past like all the wall trees, so that I don't get money quite as often anymore. But yeah, on this run I was kind of hoping I could get to like maybe around 200, considering the balloons aren't getting very far. So I was kind of like half-ass microing this at this point in time, on my way to 200. And then, as you can see here, we didn't quite make it there. We only got to round 163 before we died to something. I couldn't check my screen because I wasn't recording at the time. But I don't know, I just happened to die, and something got past all the spikes on the spike factory. I'm gonna assume it's like purple balloon, because I didn't really see anything major on my screen when I died. Either way, I think this is gonna be the highest round we'll ever see in Deflation, barring any game mods / cheats. So if any of you want to try this attempt while it's still available to break, then yeah, be my guest. And let me know how far you get, because it's kind of fun trying to test the limits of this game, using all its bugs and whatnot. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. If you want to see more BTD6 content and other crazy shit, make sure to like and sub, and all that, and I'll see you next time.